This is a presentation made by the Disability Service of Trinity College Dublin on referencing. When writing an essay, project or dissertation, you will be drawing on previous research, agreeing and disagreeing with other academic points of view. Citing sources of information, otherwise known as referencing, means acknowledging the sources you drew on when preparing to write an assignment or essay. It is an important part of academic writing. Showing that you have read a number of sources does not take away from the value or originality of your own work. It does show that you are well read in the particular area that you're discussing, aware of different viewpoints, and thus well placed to have your own opinion. You are not just presenting an uninformed and subjective argument. Also, by acknowledging your sources, you cannot be suspected of plagiarising your ideas from other sources, and you thus maintain your academic integrity. You are required to document your sources in two ways. A bibliography, which is a list of your sources in alphabetical order, by author surname first, which comes at the end of your assignment, and also throughout your written work, either using footnotes or in-text citations. Footnotes can be inserted using a toolbar in Microsoft Word. In-text citations are abbreviated references to the text provided in brackets throughout your writing. There are style guides available in the library to help you do this. You must acknowledge your sources when you quote directly, paraphrase, express someone else's idea in your own words, or refer to someone else's idea or argument, even if you don't describe it in detail. The most common handbooks used at research institutions and publishing houses are the Chicago Manual of Style, the MLA, the MHRA, and the Harvard Style Guide, sometimes called the Author Date Style, which is widely used in the sciences. Individual disciplines such as sociology and psychology have unique citation styles, such as APA, the American Psychological Association. This is an example of how one book can be referenced differently depending on the referencing style. There are a number of useful guidebooks available on referencing that give examples of how to reference in each style for each type of textual or visual source that you may be referencing. These are two that are available in the library: Cite Them Right by Richard Pears and Graham Shields, and Cite Right by Charles Lipson. As you can see, there are a number of copies available in the library. There's one copy available in the Berkeley Research Area and a couple that can be ordered from Stax. There are also a number of copies available in the Hamilton Library. For information on referencing, go to the library homepage, select Support and Training, select Referencing. This will give you examples using 4 of the most common styles: APA, Harvard, MLA, and Chicago. It will give you examples of how to reference a number of sources using each style. For example, APA. This will show you, in APA style, how to reference a book with an editor, journal article, newspaper article, and so on. If you are a research student or engaged in writing a final year project, dissertation, or extended essay, you may find it useful to use software to help you. This is a software package called Endnote, which allows you to group citations into libraries. You can then divide this library into groups and print as individual bibliographies. To add references to Endnote, you can insert them manually or export from databases. Training sessions are held during the academic year in the Usher Library training rooms. The following will demonstrate how to manually insert references to create an Endnote library. You can install Endnote for free on college-owned computers. To do this, go to the library homepage, select Support and Training, and click on Endnote, and follow the instructions for installing it. Once you have installed Endnote, it will open as a screen into which you can compile your referencing information. First, select the referencing system you wish to use. Then go to References on the top toolbar and select New Reference. This will give you a template into which you can start to compile your first reference. First, select the type of text that you are referencing. You do not need to fill in every section, but make sure that you do fill in, where appropriate, author's name, the name of the text, the place where it was published, the publishing company, and the year that it was published. You will get this information inside the front cover of the book within the first few pages. This is an example of how to insert the information you need for referencing a book. Once you have filled in this information, you can simply save the reference by closing the grey X. This will automatically save your reference. You may then wish to reference a journal article. To do this, go to References, New Reference, and select Journal Article. This will give you a slightly different template, and in this case you need to include the following: the author of the article, the name of the journal, the volume and issue number of the journal, the year that the journal was published, and the pages of the journal that the article is on. This is an example. Again, save it by clicking on the grey X. Endnote will automatically put your references into alphabetical order by author's surname first. There are training sessions available throughout the year from the library on Endnote, and if you need any further support, you can make an appointment for academic support through the Disability Service.